It's Tuesday again already, and I haven't done much useful this month. Sorry, this week. Well, truthfully speaking, haven't done much useful this month. Anyway, I'm going to make bread today. What we do is we make a loaf or two and put it in the freezer and take a piece at a time to use with soup. My favourite bread mix is the Lauki varieties, the German grain bread and the Barossa sourdough. But of course they don't export to Indonesia, so I only have what was brought from Australia. I brought quite a few packets like these. I came in boxes of 3 of these at a time. I think I had 5 or 6 boxes. Unfortunately I lost at least 1.5 boxes to bugs penetrating the plastic and getting into the mix. So you picked up the bag and there's a fluff of flour came out of it. So there's 4 packets like this inside one of those boxes. But anyway, it's just a matter of add water and yeast in the machine and away it goes. So what do we got? 400 mils of water. Right, I shall make that happen and later show you the machine at work. Bread machine's doing its mixy thing, so I'll leave it to do that and go over and drain the pressure accumulator at the shed. Originally I was going over here to do this draining of the pressure accumulator once a week, but not often enough, so I've got it in my calendar now to do it every 3 days, but I usually miss a day. Jackfruit are plumping up nicely. There's quite a few of those. But, it's only about 8:40 AM and it's already uncomfortably hot out here. Probably due to the humidity. But, as you can see, the rice has been harvested. And one of our plots of land further away, we did have a crop loss because the bugs got into it just before harvest. Some sort of bugs that makes it slimy to handle apparently. So yeah, that was dead loss. But at least the family doesn't have to worry because they won't starve, which is an option for some people if they have crop loss. Whenever I come over I check the fuel gauge on the diesel genset, but that doesn't seem to have moved since the last time before the last time it ran, so it might be stuck. I'll give it a few more days, one more run and then I'll add fuel and see what happens. Whenever I'm going to be over here for a while I start up this diaphragm pump which pumps the water out to, okay, that's supposed to go into there. Try again, Bruce. Okay, why are we having trouble today? That's better. Hopefully it stays in there now. But I'm going to come over here and turn on a fan because I've broken a sweat. I look at this and think, yep, got to clean up in here sometime, Bruce. Clear some of this crap off the benches so I can get things done. But as is evidenced at the moment, here we are, not even 9 AM. And what do we got? Well, it's 8:40. And that says I'm not talking to the outside unit. I wonder why that is. But the indoor temperature here, 29 degrees, 80% humidity. I shall see if I can make it talk to the remote sender. But, okay. Well, I'll play with it a bit. That's better. So there you go. 30.5 degrees and 86% humidity outside. No wonder it's uncomfortable. And I forgot to turn the fan on, I'll do that now. I found my SDS to Jacob's chuck here, and I thought, well, should hit that with some WD-40 to protect it a bit from the rust and corrosion that's inevitably going to get here. So I went looking for my WD-40, which normally lives on the there it is. Found it. I thought maybe that had been borrowed by a stepson or son-in-law. As I see, there are two screwdrivers which have been borrowed from the tool cupboard over there, and that annoys me because I bought them each a set of screwdrivers so they didn't have to borrow any from here. So Lord knows what's happened to those. Ah well. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to hit this with some WD-40. I may have gotten to that just in time. It really didn't want to tighten up like that. I was sort of grinding and resisting a bit, but it worked it back and forwards a few times and it's a bit better now. So we'll see whether it staves off the rust. Well, enough time's gone by and it's heated up now to 31.5 and 82% humidity. Oh, delightful. Now shall I go out and finish off the draining process. As you can see from the anemometer, it's almost a dead calm. That's very sensitive, that thing, so I'm amazed that it's actually turning. Because there's no evidence. Well, they're actually a little bit more now. Wind is picking up. But yeah, frequently it's hot and still, and you just sit there in your own cloud of evaporated sweat. And it doesn't evaporate easily because of the humidity. Going to get quite a few of these. Amazing. Yeah, okay, so now I've got to, this has stopped draining, so I'll turn that off at the tap. Put it back on the hose reel where it belongs. So we're all locked up again, pumps on, filter vent is sealed, so we're good for another 3 days. There's still water being pumped out of the service pit, but I've had enough over here, so I'm going to turn this off, pack it up and go home to a cool room. So the bread is mixed up now. It'll sit there and prove for a while and then it'll mix again, but what I'll do is I'll get a plate scraper and scrape that bit of flour at that corner there, otherwise there'll be a floury corner on the loaf. That's the results of the 2 loaves of bread, 2 frozen bags of slices. And on to another topic, we have these plastic bottles of water, which is how drinking water is frequently obtained here. In Indonesia, this is known as a galon with 1 L, G-A-L-O-N. And you think, well, that's a bit crazy because it's 19 litres, which I've figured out is equivalent to 5 US gallons. So, yeah, okay, whatever. So, 19 litres, okay, so accounting for the plastic container, it's going to be a little bit over 19 kilograms, which makes them a bit hard to handle. So that's why you have these things, which you put those over the lid of it, or the top of it, the spout of it, and pick it up. You have a carry handle. And we got one of those free with, well, we got another stand that takes 3 of these things, and it came with a free carry handle. So, well, that's actually a good idea. So I had a look on Shopee, and these things cost about 20 cents each. So yeah, okay, let's buy 10. So I did, and because they're so cheap, they sent us 11 instead. So bonus. So what I'm going to do is take those over to the shed and leave a few outside where people fill their water gallons, and see how many go away and never come back, but I'll keep putting a few out because it'll make life easier for people carrying them, I think. 20 cents each, no big loss. Well, I handed out a bunch of those handles to individuals, and the 2 that are left over can sit over here and people can spot those and use them as needed. And if they all disappear, well, it's okay. I had some out. Just had a couple of thunder here. Seems reasonable. We're having a thunderstorm. And if that's focused, you'll be able to see that the current rate of rain is, what's that, 111 millimetres per hour. Yep. Rate of precipitation 111 millimetres per hour. And it's about what, 5 to 7 in the evening. It's still 26.3 degrees. A typical night in Backwell. But yeah, it's pretty good rainfall. Well, here we go. Gonna get another crack of thunder. Visible. You can see flashes over here on the cameras, so I know that thunder will follow. The really big ones make that big TV go blank for a few seconds. I'm not too worried about anything hitting the house because we've got the lightning arrestor spikes along the roof ridge, so the charge won't build up over this house, it will be building up somewhere else. But yeah, it's well, you can see flashing down the screen to the bottom. Yeah, so you can see the rain over the shed. That's the view from the camera in the bottom left. And the darker screen to the right of that, 2 cameras across, with the view of the shed, shows the lightning going on overhead fairly well. Some of it's a bit further away. But yeah, it's sky's a bit angry. I don't think I can get this to focus. And you can see we're up to 130 millimetres per hour now. So yeah, it's buckling down. 132.59 millimetres per hour. That'll do it for me, I think. Well, the end result last night was 155.70 millimetres of rain, so yep, it was pretty good rain. And there was another 2 millimetres after that, after midnight. So yeah, wet again. Jupiter's just discovered that the range hood in the back kitchen is not working because a mouse has been chewing the electrical cables. So that's going to be a bit of a bugger to try and fix. Not sure how well this is going to go. But oh well, later when there's nothing being cooked on here I shall try and get up there and do something about that. Hopefully there's enough slack that can be pulled back through so that I can just put a joiner in the on the cable. But, oh well, another thing to deal with. Bloody mice. The other thing that Jemima was cursing this morning is this corner stand from in the bathroom. It collapsed. There's of course metal. It's rusted out. So I think I have an answer for that. Split bamboo. I just cut pieces to length and use those to substitute for those metal corner pieces. And if the bamboo rots out, hey, that's okay, plenty more bamboo, no problem. Now the issue that will be ongoing is we have these casters on the bottom which don't really need to be there, but they'll be thoroughly stuffed. So yeah, there's a job for me. But in the meantime, I've got to go out and drain that pressure accumulator. Well, I've got a little bit of work done and got the pressure accumulator drained, and I've reached the limit of my endurance. And if you look at those numbers to the right there, outside 33.6, 78% humidity. Inside here 31.8, 72% humidity. I have very limited endurance under those conditions, and I've reached the limit. I'm back to the lounge room. Well, it's back to my nice little cool lounge room again, where I'll recover a bit and generate a video file to upload for today. Hopefully it's not too boring. But yeah, it's just to let people know I'm still alive, I guess.